hope all of you are doing great. So as you know, winters are almost here. We are in November already. So it's high time that I start with the winter garden. If you have been following me on Instagram or on the community tab of YouTube, I'm sure you're aware that I have been quite occupied with some of the personal engagements. Now I'm at my parents' house and I'm going to be here for a couple of months. So I thought that I'll set up a winter garden here. I ordered a couple of things. I was also sent something. So I'm going to unbox all of them with you and then in the coming videos set up the winter garden. Here we go! This first box contains something that I really like as a fertilizer. Let me just show you. Seaweed solution. It's not a paid promotion, by the way. I started using it about 2 years back, and the reason I started using seaweed solution was because I did not have enough space to store compost because I was staying in a hostel. So this one bottle was much easier to store. The MRP here, it says 300, but on Amazon you can also get it for 250. By the way, I'm also going to put links to everything that I opened here so that if you want to buy them, you can also buy them. Now this 300 ml, did I say 300 ml? 250 ml. This 250 ml would be good for more than a year. So if you have like a balcony garden where you have about 20 plants, this would be enough for you for about 1.5 years. So you have to basically dilute it, and you can watch the video to know the details of how you're using it. The second thing is a seed box. So unfortunately my mother opened the outside box of it. I was not at home and I don't know why she opened it. So anyway, she opened it. I can't unbox it anymore, but still it's in the inner package, so I'm going to unbox that. But well, the agenda or the objective of showing this here is, so what happened on Instagram, I asked all of you that what are your favorite seeds, or what are the seeds that you like, or what are the seeds you would want me to try. So because previously what has happened is, whatever seeds I've tried of some certain companies, some people have said they're expensive. So I wanted to try a cheaper version of seeds and see how good they turn out. So this box contains about 45 kinds of seeds and it costs about 250 rupees. Now, before I jump on to say other things, I think the price, that's great, right? Now, what it contains, they also send the details. So here, I hope you guys can see. If you can't, I'll just read it out. So they have also described that what crop should be grown by what method and how it should be planted and what depth it should be planted at. I think that's really cool and it'll be really helpful for especially beginners and also for people who are not beginners. You don't know a lot of times how do you grow them. Okay, cool. I will see this in depth later. Now it has all these seeds. So it has seeds from 10 to 200 depending on the kind of the plant. So for instance, these are coriander seeds. The good thing is they're already grounded. So for growing coriander, you need to break them open. They're already open. It has spinach. It has mustard. I quickly will go through all the seeds they have. That's a huge range of vegetable seeds. I've never got so many vegetable seeds in such a small amount. Of course, they are lesser in number, but I think for one person, there are a lot of seeds. So if you are probably a family of 2, you can have 2 boxes, and I think there are seeds enough, like all the vegetables for growing them round the year. So I'm going to give them a try. As for my review for both of these things, before I move on to the next box, seaweed solution, I highly recommend. You must try it. Price wise also it's great and it's delivered very quickly. For the seeds, even if they're just like 80% of them are fertile, I think that's great. Even if it's like 60% rather than 80%. It's great because it's way cheaper. And the thing what happens is when you're just like a 1 person or 2 people, you don't need hundreds of seeds, which generally happens. Like you ordered a vegetable specific seed and you keep it for so long, and a lot of times the seeds lose their fertility. So I think that phase it's great, and price wise also it's great. Now the only thing I need to know to give them like a full star is that they should be fertile enough. So in my coming videos I'm going to give them a try and keep you guys posted. Okay, so move on to the bigger boss. I guess I would need some help to set it up together. I'm probably going to run down and get my father to help me with this. Okay, so we have finally put this together. I took my father's help because it was a little too much for me to put it together. There are lots of nuts and bolts and screws that were supposed to be screwed in. Before I jump on to review this product, first thing, it comes with this cloth material which is supposed to hold soil, and the company claims that it is good enough like this for another 2 years. The rest of it is pine wood, and the entire structure is held together with the help of nuts and bolts and screws. So it was a lot of work to screw them together. I think it took more than 2 hours or so. But well, we are not even pros at setting this up, but we did all of it by ourselves, so it took a little time. Now my first impression of this product. First, about the utility. I think it's great to have a raised bed. So it gives a little height. This one is a small size. I think they come in a range of sizes. I'll put a link down below to all of them. Sometimes what happens when you grow things like carrots, radishes in the ground, they get disturbed by squirrels and rats because they fall on the ground. So that way it's great to have a raised bed. Now you can of course use containers for them, but you would need really deep containers. So this one is, I think, aptly raised and deep, that you can grow a range of salads for 2 people, or actually for 1 person, this small size. Next, for the looks, I would, I guess, give it full marks because it does look very different and unique. It is complete wood, so this is not something that you would have that commonly seen. As for the cost of this, it's priced at 9,000 rupees. I have to be honest, so when I learned that this is for 9,000 rupees, I did feel that it's slightly expensive. I'm not sure if I would like to put in that much money, even though it's good looking and utility and everything, because at half the price of 9,000 you can set up an entire balcony garden, and within like 1,000 rupees you can get a variety of terracotta pots that you can even change every year. So but to be fair, I thought of talking to an expert who is a complete neutral party but deals with furniture and has a fair idea on various wood. So it turns out that apparently it's not that expensive. So here is my take on this, price wise. If you're a beginner and you're just trying out gardening, probably it's a good idea for you to save up for some time and then think of buying something like this. I don't want to discourage you from gardening just because certain things are so expensive. You don't have to buy this. Over time, if you develop a taste for gardening, probably it's a good idea to invest in something like this. Now, on the other hand, if you are a pro or if you want to give an uplift to your balcony, probably you should try something out like this because it's definitely different It's something exclusive. You would not see it in a lot of houses, and it also gives a it is very convenient. You can just walk in. It's a good height, and you can walk in and you can grow a lot of salads here together. But of course, you cannot buy something like this that often, and it also depends on your pocket. So that was my honest review. I'm sorry if I've confused you, but this is how I honestly feel about this. A lot of times in reviews what happens is there's no black and white. There's a grey area, because a lot of things play in. It depends on your pocket, it depends on taste of a person. So I cannot say, oh yes, go ahead and buy this, oh yes, don't go ahead and buy this. So this is how I personally feel about this and for the rest of the products. If you would like me to review anything else, if there are any gardening related products that I haven't reviewed before or I haven't unboxed before, please go ahead and let me know down below. Or you could also Instagram me. My Instagram handle is gardenup.in. We recently changed our handle, so it's gardenup.in. You can DM me or you can leave a comment there. I would be happy to review new products that I haven't talked about. And before you leave and jump on to the next video, I know it's very cliche, but guys, it really means a lot to me. Go and hit that red button. I would really appreciate it. Please do subscribe to the channel. I'll see you soon.